cinema.
I am a part of you now.
Welcome, everybody.
Holy cow. That was exciting.
Was that us?
That was a lot of
everybody.
stuff.
We do all that?
That was
So much stuff.
That was a lot of stuff. Oh, my goodness gracious. St. Ignatius. Welcome, everybody, to VFX and Chill. And as you may have read, this could be the end of VFX as we know it. It is our Season 3.
Season finale! We did it.
My goodness. Look at that. So much excitement and color. But also so much bleakness and worry here surrounding us. Almost like a visual representation for the state of the industry and our minds as we enter the age of machines. Machines taking over everything. They're going to take all of our jobs. They're going to take all of our stuff from our grocery stores.
I mean,
I don't know.
You can't spell artificial intelligence without art.
Damn it, Michael!
And we're here. But don't worry. In case you were worried, VFX and Chill will return after a little season break. We'll be returning
if whatever deity you believe in is willing, we will return after the break.
That's a good point. Good point. So yeah, we have been, like some version of us will appear on September 29th after a little season break. So come back, and that's the best thing about these web shows is you never know. We could be replaced by AI during that break. That could be.
I hope so. Actually,
maintenance.
I love doing this.
I'm going to be honest. That's kind of Hashi's goal, is to fully replace himself with AI. If you see any promo that he's put out recently with him talking in it, or any tutorial promo, that something seems slightly off or even seems totally fine, it's probably completely computer generated. Whatever you're seeing of Hashi, whatever you're hearing of him, he finds it more efficient to create himself in the computer and generate like his voiceover and his face and render all of that than to just film himself and talk.
The Unhappy Valley, as Frigby Chillweather calls it.
I love that. I am slowly just trying to replace little bits of my presence with a digital version of myself. I can't imagine anything ever going wrong with this scenario.
No, I mean, to be fair, having your... I'm very seriously planning to, if I get a moment, do the whole make my voice in AI thing so that I can make tutorials while my spouse is still sleeping, because I tend to get up a lot earlier and the bedroom is right there, so I can't really like do my tutorial voice into this microphone properly while the household is asleep. And I think having an AI voice, I can just type in stuff, although I have a feeling it will struggle with trap code particular, but one can hope.
Not with you teaching it. No one's... Oh, God. Jesus Christ. You gotta warn somebody. You need like a trigger warning before you put that up. And are you in my office? No, you're somewhere else.
It looks like your office a little bit. It's got the shelves.
More trophies than I have.
It does. I'm practicing learning how to speak without moving my lips.
Oh my God.
How's this working for everybody?
If you're just tuning in, welcome to the end. I'm Seth Worley. This is Daniel Hashimoto and Michael Solapsky. Together we are slowly becoming machine over man.
Vladislav Solov. I'm so sorry about your surname there, Vladislav.
You need help, Michael?
Mentions that Man vs. Machine did quite an amazing job for Volvo recently. And yes, Man vs. Machine is the name of a very cool motion graphics studio that has done some fantastic work over the years. They're the ones who kind of pioneered that whole Nike shoe MoGraphy thing where the shoe becomes made out of the metaphor of the shoe's qualities sort of thing. And they've done some amazing work over the years. So I do want to give them a shout out. Man vs. Machine does some amazing work. There's a link in the chat for one of their more somewhat recent pieces that is just beautiful. So make sure you go give them some love on social media just to say, hey, you guys are great. Plus, it's good inspiration for your work.
Yeah,
absolutely. Peruse the latest and coolest stuff in design if you're in that field at all. So,
but don't let that be your only inspiration. If you're in MoGraph, be inspired by sculpture, be inspired by furniture design, be inspired by nature. Don't just get your inspiration from other motion designers on Instagram. Thank you.
That is a very, very good point.
Very well said, too. No motion.
Very well
designers.
said, as only a human could put it, probably.
So when we reveal that we've been AI this whole season.
This whole season.
Hashi's dead. Sorry, guys. Horrible time to break it to everyone.
Speaking of being in real life, I had a fun time hanging out at the Music City MoGraph meetup last night. So shout out to my Nashville motion design peeps. If you are in, by the way, anywhere near the Nashville area, go to Music City MoGraph meetup, and every month.
So yeah, if someone's anywhere near Nashville and you're in town, what the hell, man?
Come on by.
What the hell? You get heads up that, hey, I'm Michael. I'm on a show with you every week. I'm going to be in your town.
Music City MoGraph meetup. It's every month.
Michael's avoiding the question.
Monthly. So he's done this monthly.
Well, fine.
My goodness. No, Tom Holland is actually always here, just off screen. And that is a comment I see in the chat from Mini Hashi, from Jamie Hashimoto's in the chat there.
Hey, Jamie.
Yes, Tom Holland is always actually over at either my house or Seth's place, but just slightly off screen.
These always run out of time. We just never have time for him.
I know, like it's amazing.
What is this? Jimmy Kimmel's show and Matt Damon?
Effectively, yes.
I'm glad you finally asked. This is Jimmy Kimmel's show with Matt Damon. Welcome, everyone.
And just like Jimmy Kimmel's show with Matt Damon, today is an episode clearly dedicated to the idea of man versus machine. And I was so busy replicating myself that I didn't get to get around to making official sound effects for that.
I didn't notice anything weird.
I think they turned out okay.
I didn't notice anything.
I just kept the scratch track in. So man versus machine.
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna not laugh every time. Oh, Hashi, before we get into this, I just want to say really quick. Andrew Smith says he's in PEI next week and offers to buy you a raspberry cordial unless you don't meet internet randos.
What?
Hit him up on Twitter or Instagram, Andrew Smith.
I was joking when I said Hashi's dead. I really don't want to be able to pull that clip too soon. So be careful with the internet randos.
That's true. Oh, and hello to Sophia. Sophia is also watching. My children, Jamie and Sophia.
Hi, kids. My kids are...
Hello, you adorable people.
Excellent. Andrew, I will meet internet randos. If you make it to this specific island, I mean, like, good on you. I'll we'll meet up.
It's called Hashi Island.
If you've tracked me this far.
Yeah.
You
made the mistake of naming your island after yourself. But
seriously, a raspberry cordial would lure pretty much anyone out of hiding, I would think.
That's true.
What's a raspberry cordial?
We should get back.
Raspberry cordials, as made famous by Anne of Green Gables.
Is it like the Ale 8 of Canada? Like, what is it?
It's, the joke is that it was that Anne of Green Gables at one point broke into, her adoptive parents' stash of raspberry cordial and for a tea party, and they got wasted on the raspberry cordial. So there's of course an island specific raspberry cordial you can order, which is actually safe for kids.
Oh, I'm illiterate,
unless they're real light.
Get the reference.
Oh, Seth, you don't have to be literate. There is Anne with an E on Netflix, which is a very delightful adaptation.
Someone finally said that to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, Anne with an E on Netflix. My spouse and I very much enjoyed it. But no, back
very
to
much enjoy Anne with an E on Netflix.
back to what we're supposed to be doing. We've got a really cool show planned for today. There's a timer involved and visual effects, and I want to get to it. I'm very excited.
Excellent.
Right, Hashi, talk to what it is.
Let's talk about what it is, and also just out of vanity, our show opened with a pretty exciting little montage of of all of the things that maybe some of you were here for, maybe you weren't. And if you weren't, that little opening montage was all the kind of stuff you could have experienced as creating live here on VFX and Chill.
And if you weren't here to experience that when the show
get
opened,
out. Good job.
Get ready for the Fast and Furious franchise.
Leave it in, it's cinema. I am a part of you now.
we made so much stuff. You were able to use the bridge of the song. That's like the coolest part of it, though, is because it's like, oh, you thought it was almost over. No, we have to utilize the bridge from this stock track to fill to fit everything we made into this little highlight reel.
It's a little ridiculous. And Justin, I am also feeling nostalgic watching all of that stuff because I decided to pull the quote. I don't know what we love the word content here on VFX and Chill. And we loaded up all of our content. And it turned out there were 38 minutes worth of just memes. Like, I mean, to put it any other bit, 38 minutes worth of memes
That's
generated over 1 year of shows, which is absurd. I mean, memes should not be able to add up to minutes, honestly. But it was a lot. But yeah, that was some of the best of it. And we did so. Like, clearly, one of the things that we love doing is generating visual effects in a very quick format. And so today we have a challenge called Man versus Machine. I promise at some point intense. we will license that music.
We will. When did we ever promise to start licensing things on this show? Cut to court. Me, and they're playing that clip of me saying that. So our plan is that we are both fairly seasoned, like think on our feet kind of visual effects artists, and Michael is very knowledgeable about all of the types of things that we do. So our plan was to designate one of us, either Hashi or Seth, for each challenge, man or machine. And one of us is allowed to use AI-based generative tools, and the other is allowed to use our standard pipeline of visual effects tools. So not including any kind of
not
AI tools.
AI tools, exactly. So yeah, the rough breakdown will be like, team man will be allowed to use After Effects, Photoshop, all of our stock libraries, our stock video libraries, Action VFX, Cinema 4D,
Grid,
particular, all of these lovely things together. And the other person will be allowed to use Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Runway, and
generative fill on Photoshop.
And generative fill in Photoshop. I think that just for the sake of the challenge, I think that it would be fair if machine person can use After Effects and masks in After Effects.
But nothing else, just masks. No effects, no
plugins. So you can like retime something. Does that make sense?
Fair. That seems fair.
Excellent. So that is basically the idea. And
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Are we allowed to use RotoBrush 3?
No, the man is. I would say.
Man is
because that's a human directable tool.
Okay.
Machine, what they've got to log into Adobe Express. And,
wait, I didn't think about this. That the machine side of things can't use any of the regular man stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh my
Right.
God. I didn't think about this all the way. That's intense. I was kind of thinking, I don't want to
This is
switch
man
anymore.
versus machine. Yeah, you can't, because so whoever's playing machine can't motion track,
Yeah.
can't rotoscope.
So I originally argued for
hand.
us to switch back and forth instead of you always be the machine Hush, but I don't know if I want to switch anymore because that sounds really freaking hard.
Well, Adobe Express does have that auto rotobrushy sort of thing going on that may or may not work properly.
Wait, so like you
would
can't even use After Effects if you're machine?
Just for basic masks and retiming, no effects.
So
yeah, like you could like
just the way Chris Nolan claims he'd use it.
exactly.
Speaking of, I do want to.
By the way,
I do want to call this out. Before and Afters magazine, the website that does a great job of breaking down visual effects stuff, just did an article on Oppenheimer, during which it comes out there's over 200 effects shots in Oppenheimer, 100 of which were done by digital negative. Some of them were just bits of tweaking, adjusting a couple layers. Some of the shots used hundreds of layers to tweak stuff, including, I should point out, that After Effects was used for some of the shots that are in the final movie. So congratulations, After Effects, yet again, only this time actually being called out as being used. After Effects is used a lot in major motion pictures, but they don't usually get talked about. And so After Effects was actually used on some of the final shots of Oppenheimer. So congrats, Adobe.
Check that out. Well done.
Playing
I
with the
love
big
that.
boys
So-
now.
They are. So that means that, Adobe was in Oppenheimer and also canonically exists in Barbie World,
Yes.
which delightful. So, Seth,
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to be designated machine, and you are welcome to as well.
You've always
I
said that
realize
to
that
me.
I'm-
Ever
I'm
since
like-
we met, we were laying down the ground rules for this friendship. Those were the first words you said to me.
I was like, no, listen,
All right.
all right. So, yeah.
When do we? Okay, what's the challenge, and when do we start the timer?
So the challenge is we have a list of prompts. Michael, I think that you can see them all right there in our show notes. And actually, at this point, we're early enough in the show that we would be happy to request some prompt suggestions from the audience here, live audience. So I'll read through the list over here, and then Michael, as our referee, to make sure that none of us that men aren't crossing into the realm of machine, and machines aren't crawling into the realm of man. That sounds
Yes.
that sounds so exciting, so much more exciting than it'll actually play out. But Michael will choose a prompt either from the audience suggestions or from this list. The idea is for it to be something simple enough. So we have a man being chased by a machine,
Right.
as a prompt. This one's a little weirder.
Do we want to list them all out, or do we want Michael
Let's-
just to pick one?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll use a man being chased by a machine as the broad format for how simple your prompt should be.
Okay.
Because the idea is, we want a little bit of creative leeway here. So keep it to a 6 to 8 word prompt.
You could also say like superhero eye lasers or something like that.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be a specific situation. It can also just be like an effect.
So as soon as we pick one of these, we will start a 20-minute timer. One of us will be the machine. One of us will be man, and we will go ahead and try to pull off a best version of these things. And then Michael can weigh in on which he thinks was more successful, as well as the audience, of course.
I think that we are going to be able to do, since it's a 20-minute timer, looking at the clock, we can probably get 4 of them out. So I want to definitely see a few visual effects ones, and I'd like to see a MoGraph one at some point too. Something like a studio vanity card, something like says maybe like Chill Studios or something like that. That would be useful. So I think for the first one, we should just do a motion graphics one. Andrew Smith is suggesting man chasing a train, which I think would be very funny.
Man chasing a train.
Frigby Chiller, this is a flan being chased by a machine. You all are going on down the very similar routes.
Flan versus
Sci-fi
machine.
Chameleon, man with deformed hands, that's cheating on the machine side of things. Invisible Man style effects.
Michael Mann style effects.
Invisible Man style effects. So we've got a lot of suggestions.
Invisible
from the chat.
Michael Mann style effects. Is that what we're saying?
Invisible Michael Mann versus machine.
I mean,
Michael Mann versus machine. Oh yeah, Michael.
boy.
Sorry. What is it?
So what are we starting with?
There's a bunch of suggestions. Machine leaving primordial soup. There's a lot of good suggestions in the chat. I think a man chasing a train would be good.
Man chasing
a train.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
everyone, man chasing.
The man is chasing the train. So a train is moving
Yes.
and a man is behind it.
Are we easily in any way able to put up a text field and say "man chasing train" like just on?
Yeah. Don't start
somewhere?
doing any work yet.
Okay. I'm not going to start doing any work. Hands are off the computer. Siri, open up Midjourney.
Prompt.
Look
Select
at this live
font.
graphics. I'd like to see a machine do this.
I think a machine could do it so much quicker than I'm about to do this. Man
Perfect.
chasing.
You could just justify this to fill the entire screen.
Let's see.
I don't remember where our timer lands.
It should go right above our head. Oh, yeah, right on top of the logo.
Where does
I think,
the
above
timer
logo.
end up? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, where is the timer? That
Right
would be a problem.
up there where the logo
Right up
is.
there somewhere. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll figure this out.
I'll make it even smaller.
I hadn't thought about the prompt needing to be on screen, but I enjoy
No, it's a good
this.
idea. I'm glad we thought of it before we were like 4 prompts in. Thank you for centering that because that was going to be annoying.
You know what I can do real quick? Hang on a second. This is worth it. Let's do. Can I do center alignment? If I can't, that's stupid. I can't. Okay. Well, what I was going to say was, Michael, you can. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, you don't have access to our Dropbox, so never mind. I'll
Okay.
just change it automatically every time. That's fine.
Excellent.
I can have
We'll
it
change
read a
it.
document file, but okay.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm so excited for these games.
All right. So again, I'm just trying to understand. Man, usually it's the other way around. A man chasing a train.
Yes.
It's usually This
Like,
is a man
I mean,
chasing a
it's
train.
usually people chase trains all the time.
They do, since the days of Western.
Oh, you're
bank
talking
robbery.
like, oh, okay. Like I'm going to get on this train and rob it chasing a train.
Though I think
Not
that we have
necessarily.
artistic license. Like I mean,
Yeah,
I think that
you could be chasing it like trying to eat it. Like it doesn't matter. The prompt is man chasing trains.
All right.
You take it
So
whichever
here's-
way you want to take it.
Here's what I think. Go.
All right.
Okay.
All right, man chasing train. So I can
so
use
let's see.
stock.
So-
I can use stock footage as the man.
You can
right?
use
Yes.
stock footage. I can use Midjourney. So let's just see what happens.
And
if,
just to clarify, it's not a race. It's just a timed challenge.
Time. Right. You're not trying to be faster than Hashi. You're just trying to be faster than the timer.
I'm gonna spend this whole 20 minutes trying to find our freaking our freaking password for.
Yeah, good point.
For our grid.
All right. Man chasing a train. I'm just going to try that. We'll also try man chasing a train style cinematic aspect ratio 16:9. I don't know. Okay, let's see. We're also having to work for all these competition shows in half the real estate. So let's see. So what have we got here? Okay. See, here's a good issue. Here's a great semantic issue. Like none of these are men chasing a train. They're in the realm, right? Like they're all like a person running
It's
near a
all
train.
whatever you say. It's up
That's
to your
true.
narrative.
Let's see. And so I tried man chasing a train in a cinematic style. Let's see, what have we got here? Okay, these are cooler images, right? But it's hard to say any of them are specifically chasing a train, right? Okay, so we'll have to refine this prompt over here. What are you doing over there, Seth?
Looking for stock footage, and I just thought, what if I just put number 1 of people, and when I find just a stock footage of a person chasing a train?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm going to do it the right way. So, train.
Throw that into Runaway Gen 2 and you're finished, says Timothy. Yeah, no. They are men that are train adjacent.
Okay. Goodness. Okay. I'm trying the prompt, man running, trying to catch the back of a train in an action movie, cinematic, 16:9. I feel like that's a little bit more distinct. And maybe it's seen a sampled image of a similar scenario.
I mean, action movie should have lots of references, one would think.
You'd hope. Okay. Okay, as I see these firming up a little bit, let's
a little trick with Midjourney, by the way. I think I've talked about it on the show.
Don't you help machines out?
All right, you're right. But it's a teaching moment, though.
Okay.
It's sharing tips. All right, remind me to share the tip after.
Okay. Afterward. Okay, let's see.
Or I'll use it when I'm a machine.
Gosh.
You got 16 and a half minutes left.
Okay, you know what? I kind of like this one right here that I'm circling. That could be a person chasing a train, and this one maybe could be somebody chasing a train.
I love just that they're all just like have explosions in them because
it's because I said action
movie.
By the way, if I end up spending the entire 16 remaining minutes browsing through stock footage, it will be a fully realistic depiction of my process, my visual effects process.
It is too bad. Yeah, searching
that's a good shot. Just
for the
put
exact right stock footage
just put a man running behind that thing.
Well, I've got an idea. Michael.
Okay, I'm going to try wide shot of a man running, trying to catch the back of a train. Okay, and in the meantime, I do have this one. So I'll save this image. Oh wait, no. What do I want to do? I want to.
The computer just knows that sparks should be flying. Doesn't have any concept of direction.
Scale.
They should be flying in, or relationship of the thing that's on fire to the sparks. Like those sparks are they're sparks going from everywhere to everywhere. Oh, I like that idea, Seth.
I didn't create folders for this yet either. Midjourney stills. Okay, I'm going to put that in a directory so it doesn't clutter up things too much. Okay, so we'll try that one. Ooh, these are a little bit more interesting. I said wide shot, hoping I would get a little bit more, but like again, they're running down railroad tracks. They're not chasing a train. So that's not going to work. So let's try imagine side view of a man running behind the back of a train. Cinematic. I hate myself.
No. Don't hate yourself.
The AI doesn't think trains explode a lot. It just knows that Freebie says the AI thinks trains explode a lot. Hashi specified action movie, and the AI knows that what makes a good action movie is not a decent plot or tension,
add
but just
explosions, subtract sleeves. Like that's basically what we got here.
Oh, hey. I recognize that picture. What are those person's legs doing? The AI has some funny ideas. It's
some foreshortening.
It's like, hello, I'm a person.
Let's see. Where is our timer? We got 13 minutes
13 and 3/4 of a minute.
Good gravy. Let's see. Finale elements. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna save these in my AE projects folder, so I'm not. Okay, side view. Once again, even side view gives me very little.
That's the fewest sleeves possible.
It's a negative sleeves. This guy could be chasing the train to hop onto it, right? And actually,
that's a good one. It's not a wide shot, but it's a good one. It's like medium.
I'll get some varieties of some varietals of that version, and I'll also save this one. It's got it's like an actiony.
He's got action movie hair.
He does. He got a little bit of like a Colin Farrell eyebrows, and I don't know who he looks like. It's like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's like Shia LaBeouf and Colin Farrell. But like if both of them were attractive.
And then just some like random.
Oh, and John Krasinski too. A little bit of John Krasinski.
Oh yeah, it is John Krasinski
in
any action
Clancy series.
Thingy.
Anything where he's
action John Krasinski, not Office John Krasinski.
The dry. We were talking about the dry erase board from A Quiet Place recently. Hosh, was that you and me?
Yes.
All the very useful info on that dry erase board.
Oh my goodness!
You don't have time to talk about it. We don't have time to talk about it.
If you need a time-saving device, you can always add in, and no one will fault you for it, a whiteboard that explains all of your key elements.
Here's my thing, though. If you do a whiteboard, write tiny print and a lot of information, and your really important information big. That looked like he just made that the night before. Because it was like big old writing of the key information that someone could just think about instead of write on a board.
The implied amount of time is a big part of production design. Like, how long did the person spend on this? Like, the whole idea is like if you're a production designer worth your salt, you have like tons of stuff written and erased, and you figure out how to show that like this is the only whiteboard they have, so they have to keep on making good use of the real estate and rewriting, and figured out that they needed to write smaller and are running out of ink over the course of time because they can't go to the store. All right, so I have loaded up this image into Runway. And we're going to try some Gen 2 generations. So you just paste the image in if you want it to use this as the first frame, and then you say generate. And I'm going to press generate 3 times so I can get 3 varieties of that. And then I'm going to load in some of these other ones. I'm going to go for just brute, like just a barrage of tries with these. Let's try 1, 2, 3 copies of this Chasing the Explosion one. Let's delete that and upload this Sparks one. And once that's loaded, we'll try generating 3 versions of that. Delete that and upload another file. Shia LaBeouf. We'll try 3 versions of that. Now we'll scroll back up to the beginning, see what kind of progress these are making. They're starting in a little bit of a random order. I don't entirely know what it is. I'm on
time is halfway up. We have 10 minutes left.
Time is halfway up. I like how extreme action you've got going on.
Yeah,
like right now, I'm just
that's got extreme
at the
with an X.
mercy of the machine. I'm just hoping one of these generates something good. Okay, that one's at 62%.
Folks in the chat, we do not have an official betting partner for this for this episode. So if you're placing bets, you'll have to do that on your
betting.
own.
I was like, betting partner. I've got my own
official
betting partner. I'm
betting
good.
Partner is Betting Bath and Beyonding.
Yeah.
No.
This episode is sponsored by a parachute. Oh, get it? All right.
I do get it. You've got got a parachute.
Oh gosh, this is going to be so messy. How do I keep track of what has generated so I can go through them in any kind of orderly fashion? Okay, this one is done first, so let's check it out. And no. No.
What is that?
He's doing the
That's incredible.
McLean. I don't know what that is. Dang it.
It's something.
Okay, this one's done. Let's see. What did this one give us? No, why?
Wow.
Where did you
that? The Incredible Shrinking Man and the Incredible Crushing Train.
Jeez. Okay.
The explosion's not moving at all.
Let's see. Let's see this one.
That one's almost a thing.
That's almost a thing.
The train is going into a very cool explosion of dust. The one on the
Okay,
left is just training.
That's interesting. Okay, so let's go back up to the top and see if any of these are finished. Okay, this one's a 67. This is going to get so confusing to try to remember which ones have finished generating. So I'm just going to try to go to the top, wait for these two to finish, and then start going in order. If I like any of them, you have the option to extend the animation by 4 additional seconds.
Oh, geez.
Okay, so let's see. 4 seconds. Let's try this one. I mean, that's an interesting motion.
He's at least kind of running.
Kind of running. Okay, so we've got
The
that
background's
one.
not doing
Let's
anything.
try this one. This one. Okay, this one is actually more proper, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's more like an injured
The flare,
dude, like,
the flare goes across him nicely too.
okay, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and extend this one 4 seconds in the background. And let's go back up to the top. So that was this one, I think, right? This was the one where it didn't
Does it not
really,
let you name these things? You should name them.
I mean, I think they're named after the whole prompt, which is unfortunately the Discord Mid-Journey export, which is like action movie data side view of a man running behind the train. Blah, 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 blah.
.mp4.
We don't know. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Nope. Not
Thank you. No, thank you again. Oh, that
What
turns
happened?
into a cloud. Turned
Wow.
into the cloud.
Wow. I mean, that's a cool visual effect.
Oh, you know what I heard? I don't know if I can do this though.
You got 6.5.
I had heard that if you add film grain to a Mid-Journey export, that Gen 2 is more likely to properly.
That one's my favorite. He kicks the
That's
train
great. Okay, I'm
and then
gonna extend
explodes. That
I'm gonna
one's so
extend
good.
that. Okay, that's great. Great. Okay,
But you
which
can't
one?
add film grain, Hashi. You don't. That's not one
I
part
know
of
I
your tool.
can't. Dang it! There are so many easy tools to add film grain.
For example,
Michael.
Yeah, no, I actually showed that off last night at the Music City MoGraph meetup because
Oh
it's
yeah,
really
the thing you
interesting.
did in my hometown where I live.
You should come sometime.
I didn't know about it.
Because renoise, because a lot of people, like when they want real film grain, they take footage of real film grain, lay it over their footage, and like, yay, I have real film grain because it's actual film grain, but it doesn't. An image
That's
that's been
not the way
shot on
film grain-
film, right? An image that's been shot on film, the whole image is technically distorted by the grains of the chemical on the film stock. Which is why I love Magic Bullet's renoiser so much, is that it rebuilds the image out of the film grain. I'm definitely going to need to do a tutorial on this at some point, because zooming in real close on like text, for example, really shows off how much power you've got, like what it actually is doing. And then you have the ability to control how much is in, the size of the grain in each color channel, just like in film. Like you can emulate a bunch of different kinds of film stocks really easily, and it rebuilds your whole image out of it, properly crunching it up like real film grain does. And it's one of my favorite things. I put it on pretty much everything I make.
Let's see. I wonder.
For Red Giant or for the anyone else who wants me to do things. Seth is got very close. I think all he needs is some nice action movie color grading, and he'll be pretty there. If only we had some sort of tool for very easily adding a blockbuster
film
look.
Grain. I'm out of curiosity. I'm seeing if I can say light film grain in Mid-Journey.
You should probably say heavy film grain.
That's a good point.
Freaky Chill Weather says they are old enough to remember when Kodak Vision stock arrived. It was a game changer with the grain size. Timothy Beckman says, does the renoiser add grain by luminance? Yes. You can pick how much grain there is in the shadows, midtones, and the highlights, as well as picking the size and amount of grain in each color channel. Like you get quite a bit of control. You can use renoiser as a standalone effect, or you can use it inside of Magic Bullet Looks, which is usually where I'm using it, because I'm usually also using the halation tool in Magic Bullet Looks, which is, as I'm sure you all well know, what happens when light goes through the chemicals on film stock, hits the metal strip, and then bounces back through the chemicals on the film stock. So you get this kind of weird diffusion on especially noticeable in high contrast areas on the film. There'll be just a little bit of kind of reddy, bluey haze right there. And that's one of the ways that really makes it feel... Hashi, I'm
checking out. I'm checking out.
I love
what
it kicking the
happens
train.
when these extended these to a full 8 seconds. So in this one, I think right at the freeze point, it thought these were buildings, and it just turned them into background buildings. The
That's
dude's
so
running
funny.
down an alley. So
The
interesting.
dude when he starts running down the alley, he starts looking right. But
This one just became it's like an action scene where this dude like then takes off on a hoverboard.
no,
and
this
then
dude is
explodes.
definitely superhero because he kicks a train away and then he rockets off.
Okay, so that's interesting. So that
Boom.
might be one of my candidates for final.
Well, you got
these two are still
two
thinking.
and a half minutes. 2.5
Jeez.
minutes.
Jeez Louise.
These don't have to be
Okay.
rendered in 2.5 minutes, right?
No, you just have to.
No.
I mean,
Yours
you're
can
gonna
just
able to
be
have
like
yours.
effectively comped. Let's see what happened when I said light film grain. Anything?
Running
Not
from a
discernible. Let
train.
me open it in the browser and do it full. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, it's loaded in. Is there some film grain on top of these? I don't know. It's hard to say. Like it's doing some like photographic lens effects.
I would like to point out yet again how biased Midjourney is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
look at
it's
this incredible
data set.
variety.
They are all look like they're just a bunch of late 20s white guys. Like action movie. I mean, you said man, so obviously we're not going to get any women, but come on. There's action stars that aren't 20-something, late 20s, early 30s white guys.
This guy turned into an old man waiting for this train. Back hurts, and suddenly got a cane. Jeez. Okay, so that doesn't count.
Nick Smith
Okay.
thinks that we're doing Mission Impossible with realistic injuries again and wants Seth's dude to smack into one of the bridge pylons.
Oh man, if I had another 20 minutes.
Oh,
We have
man.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
This guy is just doing a like. Hey, mister, I dare you to jump on that train. I'm going to do it. I'm do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yet? I'm not afraid. I'm just waiting for.
I like that train is just crab walking off the tracks. Just tracks, schmacks. I'm going over here.
Oh boy. So maybe next time around, you can also put text in the prompt down here, but it will no longer use your original frame as the first frame. It'll do something in the same realm. And so maybe next round I'll have to try that out.
Seth, hurry up! 30 seconds. Color grade this thing.
Okay.
Let me find the one that I'm going to submit. Is it this one? Okay, this is it. This is my.
It's so funny.
Okay, let's download that, and we'll save this as.
Doesn't really need a color grade, to be honest, but
Just throw Mojo on it.
anyway.
Timothy
Gosh, I
Beckman
put
says
that
Super
camera-
Comp Mojo finisher. Here we go. 5 seconds.
And the train. Okay, save.
Boom.
Okay.
All right.
How far did we get?
Okay, so here is Hashi's man versus train. Or I guess man chasing a train, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's man kicks train and then flies off.
I mean, you know,
Pretty good.
okay. And Whirly, what do we got over here?
What I got is rendering. It's pretty close.
Ooh, excellent.
There you
Well,
go.
that's as much as the cache let happen, but it's
That's
Essentially,
look at
the-
that.
That's so good.
That's like Pierce Brosnan Bond.
Like that. That
intro.
for
it's
real
actually
looks like
Mission
some-
Impossible: Dead Reckoning. If neither of you two have seen it, I suppose, because that's the first thing I
Definitely
thought of
not.
with this.
Man chasing
I
a
did
train.
definitely
He's chasing the train.
It's how he chases the train in the
really
movie.
As
That's
much
really
as I like the dude kicking the train, I feel like man won
Man
this
wins.
round.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
one for man!
The chat might have some input, but that's pretty good. Seth, I really like this shot. Actually, it looks very action movie.
Me too,
I'm a
right?
big
It
fan.
actually worked. You find a good plate, and you just find good assets.
I
That's
like. I want
fantastic.
to. I want to put that in a promo shot for something. That's good.
I feel like that if like you had like 12 frames of that in a trailer, I would just
Yeah.
buy it. I'd be like,
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
looks
Screw
really
you,
good.
let's
machines.
see. See, I could probably pick what 12 frames could I have? Do I have any 12 frames? No.
That one. He kicks the train. Then this one right here.
Just
Actually,
right
here.
here.
Where he's like skating off in fire.
Incredible. And then he blows up.
It's like there's like a sun flare, but then boom.
Timothy Beckman says, VFX is saved. Trigger Wilder says, I vote man, though AI gets points for comedy. Yeah, I have a feeling
AI
that
always gets points for comedy.
The AI is always going to be comedy to this episode. Because AI is just, it's trying so hard. Nick Smith says, it's one small shot for man, one giant leap for something. Brian Murray says, watching this week's episode from the Jersey Shore, staring at the ocean and just imagining all the VFX shots I could grab. Or I could just keep drinking my drink and enjoying vacation. Brian, enjoy your vacation. And for those of you who are like, hey, what are all these people that they're talking about in the chat? Because I'm watching over here on the Maxon Training Team YouTube channel. I'm not seeing all this.
Oh,
the vast majority of folks are watching on the Red Giant YouTube channel. Because we're streaming to Twitch, Red Giant YouTube channel, Maxon YouTube channel, and the Maxon Training Team YouTube channel. So the replay of the show will be on the Red Giant YouTube channel. So if you have to step out for a second and then you come back tomorrow and you're like, dang it, I want to watch the rest of that show, hop on over to the Red Giant YouTube channel, and this show's replay will be on there. It will be unlisted on the other channels. But yeah, there's a few of you watching on the Maxon Training Team, a few from Maxon, but the major chunk of y'all are on the Red Giant YouTube channel. So if you're wondering where all this chatter is coming from, it's not from your channel.
Absolutely.
But if you could make more chat happen in your channel by, commenting folks on the other channels.
That's true. All right.
The change you want to see.
That is the end of round one. And this one goes to man.
Woo!
Woo, man.
I am in the middle of fixing our show.
Hooray. You're fixing this. Oh, you're putting you on one side, on your side, Hashi.
Yeah, I realize
side?
it's not as clear whose side is what.
Excellent.
While Seth is fixing the show, does anyone have any prompts for round 2, man versus machine? Remember, the goal is to keep these prompts to fairly short, 6 to 8 words or so, but not so short that it doesn't have like some substance to it. It can be just a concept of like a single shot, like monster makeup effect kind of thing, or superhero eye lasers. Or it could be something really specific, like a shot from an indie movie with a quirky time travel component. We have some suggestions for round 2. Timothy Beckman wants an Animorphs-style human-to-animal morph effect, which I think would be excellent.
Ooh.
Kevin Rupp suggests Anne Hathaway and Terminator giving a TED Talk. Frigby Chillweather wants cats versus dogs. Alex Random wants a meteorite shower. Jason Murphy wants a monster in the closet. Are you talking like
Howie Mandel style?
Hiding in a closet, gonna get you? Or do you mean like, I'm fabulous, but no one can know? Or Jason
monster
Murphy,
everybody knows.
What a way to say that.
Jason Murphy also suggests a talking dog and then a winky face emoji. I don't know why talking dog gets a winking face emoji. I think
it might get a winking face emoji because Jason Murphy may have been saddled with dozens, if not hundreds, of talking dog shots from a recent visual effects.
I like we say saddled. I'm pretty sure he did it to himself. I'm pretty sure he wrote and directed the film.
Was it R-rated? Anyway.
Oh wait, no, different film. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different Jason.
Jason is the king of compositing talking dogs.
No, I'm thinking of the right Jason. Yeah.
Well, as long as he fights Freddy, I'm fine. I think the Animorphs style human to animal morph effect would be a pretty good one to do. I like that suggestion a lot. There's some fabulous monsters and and TED Talks votes in the chat. Also, a suggestion for a super jump. What do y'all think? I think I like the animal human morph effect idea.
Animorph.
Here's where I realize I have not been paying attention each week when Hashi turns images into video. So I'm going to have to do it for the first time on this show.
By the way,
all you need to do is use
Runway.
the
That's right.
I'm using Runway. Do you have? Let me see. How do I?
I'll find out.
Let me see if I can give you access to this project. I'll figure that out.
No, I think I've got some things.
Are you switching? Or is it going to be Hashi doing man this time and you doing machine?
I mean, it's only fair.
Chris Verano says he likes the morph idea. The AI might have a good chance at doing something crazy. I think there's a good possibility.
If you start with an image of a human and you give it the text to you wouldn't get to use the actual still that you started with.
We're going to try
something else.
I'm going to try my little trick on this one. Let me actually make sure I'm logged into
Discord. You got a plan. So I am
Your little pony.
So I am man.
You are man. I am machine.
All right.
Andrew Smith says he wants one horse-sized duck versus 50 duck-sized horses. Andrew Smith, you were on Reddit a few years ago when it was good. I can tell.
Goodness gracious.
All right.
Okay, so
something about a narwhal baconing at midnight. Something.
Are we
going?
Almost ready for the timer?
Well, let me type in. What's the prompt? Run me what exactly the prompt is.
The prompt is Animorphs style human to animal morph effect. So pick a human type, pick an animal type, make a morph.
I almost typed do Animorphs. All right.
Animorphs. That's perfect.
All right. Let me center it for those of us who care. Center horizontally. Okay. That looks even less centered. All right. I'm going to start the timer. Are we ready?
Let's do it. That's intimidating. Yeah.
All right, 20 minutes. Let's go. Hashi should have logged in. Seth got all logged in while we were waiting.
I was logged in.
Okay.
Nick Smith wants a person to a mantis shrimp.
Imagine. Now, here's something that I've found works really well for me, and it may not work here since we're doing it live, but a screenshot from an episode of Animorphs. Typing a screenshot from.
That's the
or
trick.
a screen cap from or a screenshot from, because the internet is filled with screenshots from movies. Like there's websites filled with where they've automated screen caps of like every second. And so it's these banal looking frames from of nothing from movies. And so I found that when I was doing those like a whatever movie directed by a different director, prompts and things I was doing on Instagram, this was the thing that gave me the most gold. I've really hyped it up to not work now. Screenshot for an episode of Animorphs AR 2:1. Let's do that.
Okay, animal.
Countered an error.
Times. Okay. Let's see. I'm hoping to find.
It's not prepared for Animorphs.
See, I want to find a unique animal like striking a pose somehow. And then I'm going to try to look for some piece of video of a person doing something similar. Birds, a little bit silly. Oh, how about a bird landing? Let's try that. Bird landing. Okay, let's find a unique looking bird landing.
Oh, you're doing human to bird?
Yeah.
Nice. Landing would be a good one because you're definitely gonna have the wings outstretched, which is gonna make that more believable. So it's a very smart choice.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab.
Ooh. That neck's gonna be tricky though.
I kind of wish it weren't black and white. Let's see. I guess I could.
You can make your person black and white.
That's a good point.
Movie.
It's very stylized.
No one has done a cool effects movie all black and white. Every cool visual effects like extravaganza movie is always in color. This is a groundbreaking idea for anyone out there who's a film director. Do a big old action movie or a big old VFX heavy movie, but in like artistic black and white. No one will see it coming. I mean, no one will see it. Because it knocks both those audiences out right at the beginning. The art style people are going to go VFX, and the VFX people are going to be like black and white, ew. For those who didn't get the joke.
Oh, come on. There's got to be another actual bird landing.
Wow. Okay, so a screen cap from an episode of Animorphs gave me this, which gave me some animation in there.
Yeah, it misunderstood you heavily.
The real fun, it comes the body horror from a screen cap from a 90s show of a human morphing into an animal.
Oh, geez. Well, Corey, that is
Yikes.
definitely Friends. All of those are Friends. That's like Chandler and
This one feels like Family Ties to me, or something like that. Like,
Joey and Chandler
this
mixed
one's
together. on the bottom
Frasier.
left.
Mixed John Turturro in Frasier as the mixed with David Cronenberg's Animorphs.
I actually think that would be a good one to start with because that's pretty good.
It's not a bad idea. Let me take David Cronenberg's Animorphs. Up-res it.
Freaky Chillweather is
fun.
asking.
Yeah.
Freaky Chillweather is asking if anyone is old enough to remember Manimal. No.
A screen cap from David Cronenberg's
Oh boy.
Animorphs.
Here we go. Dang it! I should have just gone with that black and white bird. Where was it?
Jeez. it's
Gosh,
so
in these
creepy.
competitions, we don't have time to be so picky.
Oh, that's
Got
text to
15
image.
minutes. Oh my gosh.
That's text to image.
Oh, there you go.
So let's see. I love clicking on this, and the button, for some reason with the picture, it makes generate this way more like masculine and aggressive. Generate this.
All of those are really like ripped dudes.
Yeah.
You've got going on there. Like none of those people are remotely American in size or shape.
Well, the tiger might have influenced that, the whole tiger part of it. So I said a human morphing into a tiger. And of course,
Human
when I
morphing
say
into
that,
a tiger is going to get you a ripped person. That's true.
Look at the screen cap from David Cronenberg's Animorphs.
Solid.
Yeah.
Do you think is there any stock footage of a woman running?
Yeah. There's lots of it.
So much. So much. Okay.
Pippi Pop wants a person to a duck-billed platypus because they remember God's craziest creature. Dances for Peas says, haha, I was beginning to think I had dreamt Manimal. You and Frigby both did together. Jason Murphy says Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez right now with a crying emoji. Nick Smith says it's more like the island of Dr. Moreau. Someone is referencing some old school stuff there.
That's a good prompt for something.
And Chris Vranos recognizes the power of the drops on this show and wants a drop for Generate This.
Yeah, I do need one for Generate This. That's 100%
No,
true.
we don't.
But it's going to be like a month until we can use it because this is our season finale.
Wait, did someone say season finale?
Problem with season being the first word in that, I'm never sure if you're saying season finale or CC ball action.
I mean,
CC ball action.
it.
By the way, that was very close to being the entire topic today.
Oh, yeah. For those who.
Well,
were
we didn't
not
have
in
our full
private
song
chats.
done yet. We're still working on the full track. If we should just buy that stock track outright and release, make a full CC ball action song and put it on Spotify and Apple Music.
100%.
Look at this. This
We
is
get
a
at least
screen cap
75
from a
listens.
movie about a human that can turn into animals.
Wow, that's like played by Tom Holland before he was famous.
And was a bird. Let's see.
And was a bird. Was like famous because like Billy Elliot, but like not famous like Spider-Man. Wow, come on. Dang it, I feel like this set is promising, but it's taking me a moment to figure out what. Oh, this one. Okay, let's add that.
Hashi, what is your plan on this, by the way? Are you going to use After Effects native reshape effect? Or what's your plan?
I think I'm actually, instead of reshape, I think I'm going to probably use a weird combination of
Where do I find my generation? My generated videos.
my generation assets.
Assets? Oh, okay. This is an asset of mine right here. Why won't it play?
Let's see how much time we have.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, a lot of time has gone.
Yes, you've got 12 minutes left.
Okay, this guy's just moving. He's not morphing. Show me morphing.
Show me more.
Generate this. I did. Okay.
I mean, he's getting more human-like.
So here's
in that one.
Image to video. We're gonna drop.
Try these two. Oh my gosh! I'm just getting my footage right now.
What would be really cool is if you could say, "Here's an image prompt. Here's an image prompt. Blend between these image prompts." That would be a handy thing.
It would be. Can I put a text prompt with this image, or is it just image?
Yes.
If you do, it won't use that first frame. It'll use the first frame as inspiration.
Okay. Never mind.
That makes sense.
I guess so.
Can someone tell me what Manimal was? Because it sounds terrible just from the title in the chat.
I don't know.
Not you two. You two keep working. I want the chat to tell me about it.
Do not tell me about Manimal. Work.
James Hashimoto in the chat says it's morphing time. Oh, yay, Power Rangers. I remember those when I was a child.
It's also a sketch reference, but people don't know that. Boop-a-doop-boo.
Jason Murphy says you could maybe do the morph in Runway using the frame interpolate feature. Where you can interpolate from one prompted image to another prompted image.
Oh my gosh, that's clever.
Seth, if you were listening.
Thinking outside the Gen 2.
Freebie Weather says it's an 80s TV show where the main guy could change into a panther or a hawk. He only had those two options?
Panther or hawk?
It was based on an old Vertigo comic.
My absolute favorite thing is that clip from the 80s cartoon of the kid who turns into the car, and the way that the animators chose to make it the slowest morph and transition ever, so that which inadvertently made it look incredibly painful and disturbing. The slower someone morphs into something, the more painful it is implied to be. You know,
don't do that.
I mean, morphing would be painful. That's
probably the wisest thing.
So he could just be a panther or a hawk, or could he be any NFL mascot? Which would be problematic if he were the Kansas City NFL team
or any
the football team.
American football. Turbo Teen. What's Turbo Teen?
You know, every question that I hear just in my periphery sounds like something that shouldn't be answered.
Okay, if it's a man who is part animal turning back into a man, does that work?
It's Animorph style effect. So man into animal. Well, all you have to do is reverse it, and you have. Oh, but you can't do that.
I'm not allowed to, am I?
Wait, no, you could do retiming. The rule specifically said you could do retiming, so you could reverse it, and you have the man turning into the man with a lizard on the side of his head.
All right, I'm going to try a couple other things.
Nick Smith says, you mean the Chefs? Yes. No, that would be a great name for a football team, the Chefs. We're going to slice up the competition.
Boom.
So baked. That would be Colorado's football team. Mile high.
Jumping up. There we go. Okay.
You got 2.5 minutes to finish your Animorphs effect.
Oh, geez. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to be really counting on... hoping that not generative fill, what am I talking about? The RotoBrush 3.
You don't need RotoBrush for this one. I think you could do extract on this shot.
Extract.
Look at it.
Could.
And a rough mask.
Maybe. He's got.
It's just some of these things I wouldn't want to get totally eroded.
True.
Wait, is that a still you're RotoBrushing?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Andrew Smith says American Werewolf in London has great morphs. Andrew and Nick, are you two related? You got the same last name. It's a very uncommon last name you've got there. Manimal could turn into any animal, says Pippi Pop. Just any from a specific geographic region of the world, or just any sort of animal in the and are we talking like mammals or also reptiles and birds, and are we also talking like microscopic organisms? Because
and also, by the way, look at this real-time RotoBrush 3.
Oh yeah, actually, we should need to call this out. RotoBrush 3 is the update to RotoBrush and After Effects that just came out very recently and in public beta, and it is faster and better.
So look at this. It's getting the highlight on the feather there. Like this shot is in slow motion, so it might feel like motion-wise it's slow, but that was 250 frames that are now frozen. And now I have this. So now that I have this bird element, let's pre-compose this as the bird.
Oh, geez, Seth.
Right? Isn't that incredible?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Typing a screen cap from gives you the most amazing results.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, those wings are tiny on that guy. No, I mean, not to wing shame, but
You just wing shamed that dude.
maybe it was must be cold on that planet.
He just got done swimming.
Dick
It was in the bowl.
Dick Center says Turbo Teen was the cartoon that Seth mentioned. A teen who could turn into a car when he got too hot. Are you talking like, hey, baby, vroom, vroom hot? Or are you talking like just like literal temperature wise, like summer's day, you would just suddenly become a car?
6 minutes. Okay,
Is
we've
it a
got
specific kind of car?
6 minutes. Okay, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to quickly,
Building.
rotobrush this character out. Okay. Hidden. Look. This is so dark against dark, and it's getting it. I'm just going to click on freeze and just hope for the best.
You just got the building.
I did just get the building right at the end there. Darn it. Oh.
We already talked about this, Jason Murphy. Rotobrush 3 is based somewhat on machine learning, but it is still a human directable tool. Like you can stroke every frame if you wanted to. So we're counting it as a human directed tool. Plus, there's all those parameters up top there. You can see on Hashi's screen there that you can also adjust. So we're counting it as human editable tool.
Ooh, there's
good heavens! Look at that.
Skins, which is kind of cool too.
That is really cool. Except for
which version do I want? So I was originally going to have
a
transition
5 minutes
happen right here where she goes down and then it's the bird.
And like spin would be a good spot to make it happen.
Spin looks kind of cool because she drops down. Okay, that's we're gonna have to use that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quickly make this an alpha inverted matte. So it's erasing the character from there. And on this, we're going to go, we're going to add an inverted matte choker to like choke this out a little bit. So we have, we're erasing more of the background here. And I think because of the sweeping camera move around, it's going to know where that stuff is. So let's, gosh, I have so little time now. Okay, generate fill. Oh, I didn't save this file? Of course I didn't. Good gravy. Finale, AE projects, Hashi.
Whether you're a man or a machine or a woman or other,
3 minutes.
It's important to save your files.
Oh my, 3 minutes? What the heck? Okay, generate fill layer now. I just saved you. I just did. Didn't I?
How many minutes do I have?
3 3/4.
God, I just now figured out what to do. Okay.
I'm in the same boat. Okay.
Generate.
Analyzing. It's analyzing pretty quick. This isn't too long of a clip. Goodness gracious, St. Ignatius. 3 minutes.
Andrew Smith says that Cartoon Brew has a great article on an oral history of morphing in Michael Jackson's Black or White.
Oh, that is some of the best morphing. And it was unique at the time because they were doing it with video, and that was a lot of other morphs that got like pared down to a still for that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember one of the really early After Effects tutorials I saw on CreativeCow.net was Chris Zwar's tutorial on morphing a man into a sheep, or the other way around. I forget which, but it was you basically took a still frame and used the reshape effect in After Effects to do it, which was fairly convincing. If you have a couple of different layers of morphing happening using AE's reshape effect, you can actually get some really nice stuff, but you just got to be really selective about how you do it.
Trim comp to work area there, and then this one we'll call
like morphing
this
specific areas to other specific areas, not the whole thing in one go, frankly. But you can get some good stuff out of it. It just takes work.
Goodness, we'll call this one foreground. Okay, foreground, background, bird. make these into one single composition and hide the bird. Put the foreground on top. Oh, wait.
1.5 minutes.
God.
Composition, trim comp to work area. Okay, so here I now have woman there, and then the bird. I've got to retime this. Oh, wait, why isn't my bird rotoed? Where'd my rotoed bird go?
Where my
Did I not
roto
finish
bird
this?
go?
No. Oh, I did. I roto brushed the pre-comp. Whoops.
Well, you got a minute left to figure it out.
Oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay, circular references. Dang it. Goodness gracious.
Rigby Chillweather says they seem to remember a plugin in the 90s we could draw eyes, for example, on two images, morph between lines for like the eyes. Like you could direct this piece morphs to that piece. Yes. I believe it's from Revision Effects, possibly, maybe. But yes, an old plugin for After Effects. 30 seconds.
Okay,
I'm not going to get it.
Chris Verano says they want to see these finished, so they humbly suggest a time extension for both. I think it's still fair because both man and machine are behind. Would you two? Do you have a 5-minute timer to give yourselves an extra 5? There we go. 5 more minutes.
Look how prepared we were for that somehow.
It's like we knew we might get behind at one point.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so foreground, background. Okay, so she does. Where's the spin? Where's the spin? Spin is right there, and then lands right there. Goes up. We'll put a little marker there and a marker at the landing.
Prigby Chillweather says old plugin is their partner's name for them. Aww.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna move the anchor point down here. Oh, I might.
I'm not sure if that's on or but
L.
But I need to find plug
rotation, opacity. Okay, this is not going to be the coolest morph you've ever seen.
I wish I had a button to trigger consensual Star Wars drop because that would have been a good time for it.
Hey! I just turned this girl into a cat. It doesn't look good, but it exists. Ready? Here we go. Oh, come on. Fine, I'll export it and you'll see it.
Gosh.
Well, you got 3.5 minutes to finish this up.
Perfect.
Oh no! Wait. No, there are all these flashy frames in here. Nuts. Fine, we'll do an extract on it also. How much do we got? 3 minutes?
3:15. 3 minutes 15 seconds.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do a matte. Nope. Matte choker. Geometric softness, that. Okay, so lands here. Oh, and I've got to key out the ground. Shoot.
Just mask it.
Wait, why is it wrong? Oh, preserve frame rate when nested. Where's that option?
Composition settings.
Composition settings, advanced, preserve frame rate when nested. And it's even a bird. That's funny.
Nested. Oh, that's a good one.
It's so good. Okay. 2 minutes 25. Okay. Lands right there. And so how big should the bird be? The bird should be this big right here. And
Nick Smith is enjoying Sabrina the Teenage Cat over on your side, which there was a cat in that show, as I recall.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely the first thing I thought of, too.
A very female doggy cat, as I recall.
Okay, so this is going to... I can do better than this, but I think I have this if it's... Oh, it's still exporting.
Minute and 52 seconds.
Okay, just in case it doesn't export. Oh, my God, it freezes every time I go here.
Scale, rotation. Okay. Zoom. Nuts. Let's see. Ease out of that. And appear like this. Oh gosh, this is. Okay, we're getting there.
What the hell? Yeah, show my history to the whole freaking internet. That's what I want. How did we go to my history? What?
How do you have koala all of a sudden?
Good. That's what I want.
How much time we got? 50 seconds.
I got fun facts about koalas in your last 45 seconds to share. Just kidding. They're not fun facts.
They're actually a devastatingly endangered species.
Yes, because in due in large part to the rampant chlamydia that is just flying.
Familiar with the John
through the
Oliver,
species?
koala chlamydia wing?
Oh my gosh, that is a fantastic story.
He did a whole bit on his show about where they bought Russell Crowe's jockstrap from Cinderella Man, and in retribution, Russell Crowe donated enough money to forgot what animal hospital to name the koala chlamydia wing after him. So it's the John Oliver koala chlamydia. Okay, here's what I have. I have this and one other. Here we go. Turn into a koala.
Okay. I mean, it happened.
I mean, come on, Animorphs is that much better?
Yep. No, I mean, I assume not. I've seen the book covers. That's the extent of my Animorphs knowledge.
Okay, let's see. What do I got? I've got this.
I mean, for 25 minutes.
That has some fun.
Oh no, I forgot to add the second keyframe to the distortion percentage.
What's your other one, Seth? While Hashi fixes that real quick.
The other one, if it ever exported,
it's unfair.
Is this one? I'm turning into a cat.
Oh, geez. My cat keeps the
neck, the human neck.
It's like the raptors. Which no one prompt raptors in this show.
Now, I also
for the man
have my cheat, which he doesn't fully transform.
Yeah, it just looks like it's Voldemorting from the back of his head.
It is 100%.
It's so creepy. I actually think that would be a great effect. Just like for the morph to just be like, instead of like the face becoming the face, like just have it coming out of the back of the head and the whole rest of the body transforms.
100%.
It's way creepier. Like to have them twist while they transform.
And just real quick for what it's worth, a screen cap from a 90s show. Look at that.
Those are very 90s.
Wow.
The wacky character in the top left there.
Yeah. She was the silly one. That's when she got married.
I totally snuck a bunch of like additional little like things in the mind.
That's pretty fun, dude.
So here's where I got.
I mean,
I like that her back,
including finding the assets. Like it's not like you were given assets and said, here's our shot. Turn this actress into a thing. Like you had to find an actress.
I do love that she turned into a bird, but like, and when a bird, she's backwards. Like
backwards.
The bird, it's backwards.
Okay. Just like a bird.
Backwards, just like a bird.
That was my understanding of that. Yeah. Anatomy lesson.
100% postmortem contraction of the posterior neck ligaments. Let's move.
The chat is saying that man wins again.
Really, guys? Did you see?
Wait, you got to get them. We got to get them both up on screen and playing somehow, so we can have the.
All right, you're
prompt.
Right. You're right. Hold on.
Video.
I'll import it into After Effects and play it from there. Come on, Joey Tribbiani turning into a koala? And for what it's worth,
Pippi Pop likes yours before you did the warpy part.
You mean the whole
I feel
effect?
Like I was there and then lost it a little bit.
And then lost when he turned into a koala. Well, listen to this. Animorphs. Let's look at what the actual Animorphs morph looks like.
Ooh.
They probably did use the reshape effect in After Effects. And then just crossfaded.
That's someone's animation. Animorphs. Morph.
Prigwith Weather says that they, for one, welcome the new AI overlords in case they're listening.
Oh yeah, in case they're listening, or they're just like transcoding or transcribing all of the internet videos and researching them. We always liked you.
I feel like the chat is somewhat biased towards humans in that most of our chat folks are human, but they're all saying that humans win again.
What the? That's our show. Why are we watching it? Okay.
Wait.
Animorphs Rachel Morph Compilation HD. These are all of Rachel's morphs. Morph Rachel.
Morph. When are you going to...
I don't see any morphs happening. I just see a random lizard walking around.
All right. If there's... Here we go.
Ah!
Wait.
You're telling me that's better than my Joey Tribbiani morphing into a koala?
Oh,
hey, I know that actor.
Hidden behind the door there.
Is that
Here's
Iceman
Animorphs.
from-
Yeah, it's Iceman. Here's Cassie morphing into a horse? And a horse. Horse morph.
It feels like it would be just so frustrating
This is
if
a
you were the
minute and a
character
half.
who morphed into the horse-sized character instead of I turn into a chimp or a hawk, and then I turn into a rhinoceros.
Oh, this girl they're doing the slow
Ooh.
morph.
Gosh, the slow, painful warping of the ankle bones.
Oh,
to be
it must be her
broken and
first time.
rebroken.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
Oh gosh, it's like
Iceman's
it's that
falling out of
TikTok
love with her.
filter.
okay.
I think we just watch Animorphs for the rest of the episode.
Jason Murphy says, "Can we petition Red Giant to pay for Seth to have YouTube Premium so we can stop watching ads when he looks for clips?"
Is this a common thing? Do most people own YouTube Premium? I thought it was a thing no one cared to spend money on.
I have no idea. Frigby says there's an 80s plasticine kids show character called Morph done by Aardman Animations.
It's also
Nick Smith says the AI chatbots had an equal opportunity to vote, but they're wasting their time trying to get us to visit adult sites.
and the secret world of Alex Mack. Okay, so what?
So
what's next?
What is next? We're switching roles.
We need a third prompt for what is going to be our last prompt.
Just to remind everybody,
Our
what
last
we're doing.
prompt of the show. Chat, give us prompts. We need prompts. Maybe a sci-fi hologram distress call. Maybe studio vanity card. Oh, we do need a MoGraph one. We do need a studio vanity card for Chill
That's
Studios.
hard in AI. I mean, unless
Yeah.
you use stupid tools that I don't like. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
Alex Random says living statue. Nick Smith says they want a title sequence of some kind. Yeah, I agree. We should have some sort of studio vanity card title sequences type of thing, which yes is tricky for AI to do. James
It's all
Hashimoto
yours,
wants a
Ash. Your
human-
machine this time.
James Hashimoto wants a human kicking around a robot.
Here's the other thing
Oh,
to know
gosh.
is that. Oh man, you could actually do. You could actually do
Kevin
if you're doing a movie studio logo, those can be whatever the hell you want. Like the one with the man painted gold shooting arrows at you.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's the arrow, an arrow through a bunch of axes or something like that.
Yeah.
You could and it
That,
just
again, Corridor did in real life to prove that you could do that in real life.
Corridor
and
did
then
it.
and then it will fade.
There's a drop
into-
for this.
There is, but I got rid of it because we weren't using it. Oh no, I didn't.
Corridor already did it.
I know. It's too bad we couldn't have our special guest host that we've been
the
talking
thing to
to
know about
for
also-
years, Todd Vaziri, on our show.
That's true. Yeah, he went on their show, but not ours. Todd.
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 Kevin Rupp wants Anne Hathaway morphing into a Terminator while chasing a train. Nice. Thingamagid wants make a small hero versus a big boss. Someone else is on Clint's challenge.
Well, one thing I was going to say about the
Discord.
movie studio logo is that also the final title card does not have to look anything like whatever the imagery before it is. That's a common thing to have space, elephants, and then a kid's drawing of a logo. It's very, very normal.
Timothy Beckman is suggesting a beauty product shot like a watch or a sneaker, which would be in keeping with our man versus machine theme, but the studio, not the concept of the show.
Okay. So
Chris
I feel like
Bronos wants a spaceship flying in front of an exploding nebula or something. Andrew Smith says anything with AI with text AI sucks at. Yes.
So yeah, I feel like we're zeroing in on that idea. I think that we both need to, like, even though I hate to do this as machine in this, we both need to have it should be the same logo. Like we're both commissioned,
a specific recreate a specific logo.
No, well, more like our studio is called, like my example in the chat was like Chill Studios, and so like it's that we need to conceive both like things. Like we're presenting, here's an animated logo for your new company called blah.
Yeah, that's true.
That way, though that stinks, like I would rather just come up with something and see what Midjourney tells me the studio is called.
All right, our new production company is called Spider-Man. Turn off the films.
No.
Spider-Man, turn off the films.
Fine.
So Chill Studios cool with everybody?
Sure. I mean,
Yes.
we've already have a logo.
All right.
Do we?
Okay.
We have a
so
font.
20 minutes to do the animated vanity card for Chill Studios.
Do we have like an era? Does it need any kind of qualifications?
I think no. I think nothing other than like
Studio
before a
vanity
movie and you
card.
get
Okay.
jazzed.
Get jazzed. Got it. Okay.
Maybe the logo wrapping around the globe to inspire, to invoke worldwide artistry.
Let me type
All
it
right.
in.
So once the prompt's up, then we'll start.
Chill Studios.
Chill Studios.
All right. Here we go.
And you'll have to excuse me for a second. I have a canine whining to be let outdoors. So
It happens.
be right back. Start the timer. Let's go.
Okay, 20 minutes. Okay. Planet freezing from the top down. Aspect ratio 16:9. Oh man, you're gonna have sound design in yours?
Yeah, man.
Dang it.
That's not going to be it. This is not good for our show. Let me switch this.
Terrifying
Display speakers.
ice cave. Okay, a planet freezing from the top down. I feel like none of these did what I imagined. Let's get some varieties of number 3. Imagine a planet floating in space and it is frozen, turning to ice. All right, I was going to try this like ice cave V thing, but I kind of don't like it anymore. I feel like doesn't feel very studio logo-ish. But these, on the other hand, kind of do. Whoops, not that. This. I'll try this one.
All right.
Okay, let's save that one. Let's see what these varieties are. None of these varieties are cooler than the first one, I don't think. Okay, here we go. So a planet floating in space turning to ice. This is more what I wanted. I think I know what I'm going to try to do if I can. Okay, I like this one. I like this one. So I like this like absolute ice brick thing. Save image.
Say hello to everyone, Buffy. Oh, hello. Oh,
Hey, Buffy.
Thank
Hi, Buffy.
mooches.
It's
get the
me,
mooches.
your dad. I don't know why.
Save image as this. Okay, so we've got a couple of things.
Jacob Dalton is in the chat. Hello, Jacob Dalton.
Chill.
You cool cat,
Jacob
you.
Dalton, he's in the chat
Says,
right now.
Chill studio intro might need a skateboard in there somewhere. Jason Murphy wants Hashi to make the planet using Photoshop Gen to make it icy, as in chill. Nick Smith says you could go super abstract like Studio Canal. And Sunny Naguri says, whoa, the finale.
What was that? It sounded like Homer Simpson there for a split second.
Whose voice is that?
Mine.
That's pretty epic.
My voice does that. It's not my voice.
Sounds everything like you.
Everything like you and nothing like no one else.
I detected a little bit of Cage in
Nick
there.
Cage there by accident. I didn't know I had him in me.
Very cagey. Very cagey.
Okay, the word chill written in ice letters. Let's try 3, 2, 1.
I would really love to know what the AI's font choosing process is, as I would also like to know Seth's typeface choosing process.
Frizz Quadrata. It is the Law and Order font.
Yeah.
Chill.
Chill.
Jason Murphy wants to know who says CC ball action in the CC ball action video.
Sir
voice.
Mix-a-Lot. Why, of course.
CC
Classic.
ball action.
Upload a file.
I mean, he doesn't though.
I mean, it sounds like he does.
CC ball action.
That's actually my voice. Here, I'll do it for you again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
CC ball action.
It was
That
me.
sounds just like you.
And Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Frisbee Chillweather is voting for death, apparently, because they're suggesting Comic Sans. But then they made a smarter joke and says that he likes ball action and he cannot lie.
And his brother cannot tell the truth. Only one. I don't remember. So that is a fantastic tweet. I don't remember who it is from.
Nick Smith wants a shot of milk pouring into a glass of iced coffee and the mixing colors spell out chill.
Okay, client.
Forgot to keyframe my position.
You've already sent them the storyboard, everything's approved, and suddenly they come back with a brand new idea and you're like, listen, bozo. Friggy says they are a Frutiger black guy themselves, or a Din Schrift person, actually.
I don't know about how that first one sounded.
Frutiger? Frutiger? Dances for Peace says, just open a fridge door to find a Shivering Chill logo inside.
Okay, this isn't all the 90s, okay? Well, at least not 90s television.
Oh man, how are we doing? Okay, 13 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to bounce back and forth in some efficient way between. Okay, wait. We're getting there.
Hashi, I don't want to be too much of assistance to the man, but if you're looking for type, Photoshop's AI generative Firefly lets you do text effects with whatever word you type out.
I know that it does that, and
So shut up.
It would be. I mean, it's still
It
AI
would be better
generated. It's a
than
tool
this.
you could use. It'd be better than this. In as much as it would give you the actual word, not in as much as it's a better result, but it would at least give you the actual word. The problem is the two L's would look identical, so you'd have to take two separate L's and mask them together, but you're allowed to mask, so that's fine.
Wait, what is it in? Do I even have it?
Just go to firefly.adobe.com. Andrew Smith says Trajan Pro regular for every movie poster. Yes, but this is a studio vanity logo, so they do not want to look like a movie poster. Okay, now I can't stop but think of dung dung every time I see that now.
I know. So I gotta come up with
come on. Firefly. Yes.
1140.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I've got to log in over here. Come on. Come on. Okay, wait. What am I looking for again?
Firefly.adobe.com. And then you want the text effects.
Okay.
To the right. To the right.
Text effects. Generate. Okay. Next. I get it. Okay, so let's
Then
try.
just type, at the very bottom, type in the word chill.
So
On the left where it says
generate.
enter, on the left where it says enter text, you say
Whoops.
chill, and then you prompt it with what you want it to look like.
Oh, whoops.
So you put your text on the one side, and then what it is on the other side.
Chill.
Yeah, there you go. Then made out of ice, or just ice probably would work. Now matching the shape tight versus loose. I tend to get better results on loose for more stylistic things. But you're going to have to type in something more specific like ice block or ice cubes or something probably.
Clear crystal ice warbly.
If you get a little... Warbly? That's not a word it's going to recognize.
Foreign warble.
See, here's my problem with the text effects. Sometimes it's perfect, like bread or leaves, but when you get a little more on the abstract things, it's real hard. Try making it looser.
Yeah.
Up at the top, like not this font option. Back up a bit and go with like a looser option. But no, you're still not getting the... maybe just crystals.
Because I feel like cracked like rugged ice doesn't evoke chill, you know?
Yeah.
Smooth ice. I don't know. Now, where's the tight?
No, you have to think up a little bit, up a little bit to the right, where it says match shape. You've got tight,
okay.
medium, and loose. That's how closely whatever you're generating follows the shape of the letters. For example, put leaves in there and watch what happens. Like you'll get leaves like way outside the shape of the letters.
In the middle of this time to challenge.
No, I'm just saying, like as an example, just to show you what it's doing. But here's my suggestion. Remembering that Firefly is trained on Adobe stock images, what sort of keywords in Adobe stock images would get you the results you're looking for? So like clear ice on a black background, or something along those lines. Maybe, I don't know. Someone's suggesting icicle, someone else is suggesting frost, like things that would be in Adobe stock. Icicle, I think, is a really good suggestion from THRL.
Thank you, THRL.
Says icicle. Jason Murphy suggests frost. And Frigby says Adrian Frutiger is a Swiss designer who created some amazing typefaces. And Brian Smith says, to add realism, can we change the studio name at 18 minutes into the challenge due to an oversight on domain availability?
Oh, man. If you don't watch, or rather listen to, or watch the Writer's Room game show.
We have taken a break from it, but I miss it. Speaking of season finale.
There's a good stockpile of old episodes, especially if you're new. The Writer's Room game show, especially if you're missing our old pal Seth's voice during these next 4 lonely weeks.
Thank you, buddy. I can't think of anyone who's doing that, but that's sweet of you.
Wait, where was I going to save these? I'm going to save them I'll just save them in the Midjourney renders area too. Chill. Smooth chrome.
More suggestions, including ice cubes, iceberg in the chat. We already tried ice cubes, I think. Did you not do ice cube before?
I don't think I did ice cube. I hope it is just Ice Cube's face.
Remember, Adobe Stock does not have Adobe stock does not have
This
famous
famously
people in their
doesn't have-
library.
Doesn't have Ice Cube.
Specific.
Ice Cube is having none of that.
Let's go back to Frizz. Leave it there, but then we're gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna blend two of these together.
You've got 7 minutes. Andrew Smith
7
says that we need the freeze drop at some point in here.
Oh boy, let's hope that Runway came up with something more. Okay. Okay, there's that thing. Interesting. This one. Ooh, that looks kind of calm, like a DreamWorks-y thing. Ooh, little...
That does look like a Studio Vanity logo opening. But the
does.
trick is getting the AI to put the text on top of it.
Okay, download this. Save as that. And now I'm going to go, I'm going to load the 3 things I generated. I'm going to put them all in one comp. Single composition. Dang it. Let's make this 1280 by 720. Okay. So we've got our background. We've got these 2 things. Let's add a little mask. I can add masks. Okay, let's copy that mask to this one too. And what have I got to do? I've got to go back to... let me just see what Discord was doing in the meantime. Any of these any closer? No, not worth the time. Okay, so we will go back to Adobe Firefly and say Studios, and we're going to say white. Tight. Ooh, this is very pretty, but also not what I want at all. White wall. Solid white. Oh gosh. Oh, soloid white.
Oh, did it freeze?
It looks like you can probably set the text color to be a different color, but I feel like that's cheating at that point. The whole idea is that it generates it. Wall. Drywall. How much time we got? 3:33. Why so many curly cues and stuff?
Firefly does that with some prompts where it's like any sort of abstract sort of prompt. It just does not seem to know what it.
Flat, dry wall painted white. Marble. I don't know.
Just try white marble. Just try white marble.
What? Like some other timer.
Vitas Raucus says back in the 80s they used ITC Stone, which came in serif sans serif and informal styles. Used quite a bit by John McQuaid of Before and After fame.
Thanks for Googling stuff for us.
Heavy Pop says textureless white. Alonso Perez Yasik says transparent ground ice. Textureless white.
2 minutes. Textureless white.
2:30. Yes. It's going to give you texture every time.
Did I just try white? I don't remember.
Try white sand.
Oh,
White
thank
Sands,
you.
New Mexico.
That's a great one. Cassandra's uniform. And not all curly Q weird.
Nope.
No.
Still gives you curly Q weird.
Is there... View all sample prompts.
It's so...
Cookies.
Type bread. Bread is fun.
Bread.
Because it gives you... Like, the bread looks really good. Like, it looks like a slice of bread is making the letters. It's fantastic. And leaves are great. Leather is pretty good. But for some reason... apparently it just wants to give you curly Q all the time.
You just want curly Q all the time.
Because when I typed bread, I got like bread.
White wood.
Ooh, that should be good. Just kidding. Curly Qs.
White brick. That would at least be, should be like a flat thing. White wall. Painted.
Apparently it's decided to go all curly Q. Good.
Is it this font? This font like
try different font. Try big bold font and type unicorn just to see, because I've gotten some great results for unicorn before and it wasn't all curly Q mess.
What?
Just out of curiosity. To see if it can just do anything besides curly Qs today.
White wall painted. Yeah, it's all curly Qs.
Try unicorn. Because I got some great unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
When I did it, because our 4-year-old wanted a unicorn themed birthday party.
Those are amazing, objectively.
Yes.
But what if it looked like, I don't know, plaster wall? Good. No, I'm losing all my time here.
18 seconds. 17. 16.
Canvas. You know what?
The chat is suggesting stucco, white paper, sugar, flour, white cloud. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Okay. Yours is that looks like a very good ugly ass movie studio logo.
It does.
Man, like
I like the background. That background image is fantastic.
I mean, it looks like somebody with a lot of money was like, I want the coolest logo you've ever given anybody. Literally coolest. Cool, literally cool. I want it literally cool. Honestly, Hashi, the funniest thing here would be just to fade it up. And then fade it out.
Oh, like everything as is, or just the text?
No, everything. Have everything fade up with whatever animation you've got going on in there, and then just fade it out. It's a very Bollywood style logo.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's do
some hedge fund producers logo, says Frigby.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
100% it.
Like it should say like Chill Holdings or something like that afterward. Okay, here we are. Wait, 100 and then 0 and then oops, I did that all backwards. Okay, here we are. Oh my God, it's perfect.
Right?
It doesn't stay centered like in any way. Like these are the letters don't respect any of the spatial transform.
It's perfect.
Super.
And then here's my like art house low budget movie studio logo.
Sound effects and everything.
Dang.
And
I like it.
Gate weave. And
I see the gate weave. Even on the stream, I can see like nice subtle little.
Man,
I love gate weave. Just a little tiny bit of gate weave.
I've got a little preset here. If anybody wants it, reach out to me. I'll send it to you. It's called Optometry, and you just drag and drop it, and it lets you adjust bloom and gate weave. 2 controls. That's it.
Or you could just use Universe Misfire and tweak the controls.
You could, but I don't like. I'm just gonna tell you, I just don't like the gate weave that Misfire gives me. This is my special. This is my special recipe.
Controls.
I know, but this is my special recipe, and it gives me.
Hashi, you're getting beyond what you're allowed to do. You're allowed to mask. You're not allowed to animate. Stop it.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that. What is that right there, Seth, that you made? What is that?
Oh, I spent a lot of time on it. It's an art grid asset.
Okay.
I just searched
I was hoping it was
abstract.
like quantum on top of like a polar coordinate.
Oh yeah, no, I knew I didn't have time to do that. So
I was thinking Chromatown because that looks very similar
Yeah.
to throwing Chromatown on top of line. Like I did a cute little tutorial on just Universe Line and then Chromatown, and you can get some really cool effects from just those two.
I mean, you could
And a
do-
glow.
I can do Chromatown on top of this text here if my computer doesn't die.
Man, if I were doing this for real and I had gotten this far using AI to generate stuff, I would then probably like pre-compose this layer and leave it here and then add an adjustment layer under it. And we would add some chromatic displacement and then point that to that ice layer. And then check this out.
Oh, see that actually.
Look.
That's instantly better.
Instantly better.
Speaking of Chromatown, for those who don't know, Chromatown takes a start and an end position and blur amount, and scale and rotation, and an end position, scale, rotation, blur amount, and lens distortion amount. Forgot to mention that, and basically
Very
makes
simple.
duplicates. It basically makes duplicates of whatever your image is between the start and the end points that you specify, and chromatically blends between the start and the end. So you can make like zooming out towards you, you can make swirling, and if you want to see how you can use it to make really cool, pretty abstract backgrounds very quickly, there's a link in a chat to a handy tutorial by some jerk called Michael Zalapsky, who shows how to get some nice, easy abstract backgrounds
Weird name for
using.
tutorial.
Like look if I did Chromatown on top of that background and chromatic displacement on the letters.
See, that actually looks good.
We're still in that, in that weird realm, but like, look how much more interesting the background became. Like, so
Yeah.
there's the kind of like staticky Gen 2 output. But if you throw some Chromatown on there, you could start doing some ridiculous extrapolations with it too. Like if you did if the end position had a lot more scale, look at this. And then I move its position downward, it'll shift what direction it's like projecting it in a way, because it's translating between a start and an end position.
And scale and rotation and blur
everything.
and lens distortion.
So like if
It's ridiculously powerful. Like it's crazy. If you want to take some time to fuss with it, you can get some really, really neato things with it.
Time to focus. Speaking of time, guys,
My
it's
goodness.
1:58 p.m.
How did this happen? By the way, Chromatown, look what it does. It takes your input like that and makes it into something like this, which is beautiful and chromatic.
So great for abstract backgrounds. I love it so much.
And man, like I would probably add some I don't know. I just want to see what this looks like if this got crushed down to like. Okay, we're getting off track. My goodness.
It's been a great season. We've produced some amazing things. I think. What's your favorite episode from this season? I think mine was probably the Loki one. Was so good, but there's so other like the fire episode was also just amazingly fun to do. The trees, the cats falling everywhere. Like there was so much good stuff happened this season. Real quick in the last minute or two of the show, what were some of your all favorite episodes? You in the chat as well, if you want to discuss it real quick.
Ooh, we love that.
yeah,
Then we
yeah.
can use that as data. Oh my gosh, I didn't get this done.
That's awesome.
Is that Seth as?
Seth as
Edward
John
Furlong.
Connor.
Yeah. And then you look like a killer T1000. Holy crap!
Oh, I lose it right at the end there.
You look just like Robert
It's
Pattinson.
it's my just like Robert Pattinson, famous.
Famously T1000.
The chat is saying the Spider-Man episode was fire. The Cat Tree episode is Frigby's favorite. Chris Ranos loved Mission in Hospital episode. Jason Murphy says the Cinema 4D ones were good learnings for them. James Hashimoto says this one.
I enjoyed
And
our MODOK episode.
MODOK
I liked,
episode was good.
MODOK didn't make it into our compilation.
That's okay.
Oh, another person is saying the Spider-Man episode had tons of great tips in it. You know, I forgot about the Spider-Man one. There was a lot of really cool stuff in
and
there.
and if you haven't watched it, we also had Peter Ramsey on that one for an exclusive interview, which
Academy
was
Award-winning director.
We actually had like a serious, actual, like proper interview with a serious, actual, proper person. That was a good episode.
If you know a serious, famous person that would like to subject themselves to the likes of this show, let us know.
If you want to see someone at the bottom, just at the rock bottom, hit rock bottom, and like personally, like emotionally, check out the Track Attack episode where it's just me all alone hosting a VFX and Chill episode, teaching myself Cinema 4D camera tracking. Michael and Hashi were out of town.
Joshua Buckley says he appreciates the hard work we put into it. Alex Random says their personal favorite is St. Patrick's, no doubt. Never laughed so hard before this. Oh, I forgot about the St. Patrick's episode.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Brano says they like the guests we had this season. Alonso Perez Yaksik says the puppet episode. James Hashimoto says that they like this one, but Sophia says Mission in Hospital was their favorite.
Mission in Hospital.
I like our thing episode from Wednesday. The
Wednesday episode is also good.
Great results.
Pitty Pop says the episode where we had Aaron Rabinowitz on was their favorite.
That one was fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, we went topless this season on the Little Mermaid episode. The Big Mermaid episode.
That's right. There were some really cool tricks in there for getting floating looks, because essentially mermaid effects, since you're not actually swimming.
Yeah. Hashi's is utterly incredible.
So much craziness.
This is a good season.
I don't know if you have it loaded up, Seth, but that version 4 of our thing actually has what episode each of those clips came from.
Oh, killer. I'll play that right before we go to our credits. Let me just cue it up. Hold on. Oh, I brought Cormatown into the mix, and I like it.
Oh, beautiful.
So good.
Let me turn the audio back on.
It ties everything together. Someone in the chat, who was it, suggested you need so good.
I might use this in the front of something.
THRL wants you to add a female whisper saying, chill.
I'll do Schwarzenegger whispering
females.
Yeah, let's see. We're going over time, but it doesn't matter.
It's our finale.
You're all wonderful.
We don't need to end on a cliffhanger. We can have a nice resolved ending.
We actually can.
Jason Murphy says they missed a few episodes, so they could watch them on Fridays and pretend the season isn't over. Yes.
Oh, that's true.
You super can.
If you've missed 4 or more episodes, I think you could pretend.
VFXandchill.show will give you access to all of the previous episodes of VFX and Chill, or just hop over onto the Red Giant YouTube channel. We've got a VFX and Chill playlist. Speaking of our YouTube channels, please remember to like every video that you watch on there that you do like, and remember to subscribe, because both of those things will make YouTube know that this is a show that you enjoy.
Oh, yes, help us hack
not just for your benefit, but also for the benefit of other people, because YouTube will then suggest this show to other people who have similar interests. And make sure, of course, that you follow Red Giant on Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and Facebook, because every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, we put out some very handy tips for you on using Red Giant tools to do great things. So if you're not quite sure how to use the tools, it's a great way to get little kind of hidden tips and tricks. And of course, you'll get notified about any little tutorials, usually Mondays and sometimes Fridays. I got a new series starting called Fast Fridays, where I answer someone's question as fast as I can with a timer. Mondays, we do Make It Monday. Some Mondays, we do Make It Monday, where I release a bigger tutorial. Make It Monday.
Okay.
We do a big tutorial. Like I just did, that Dancer to Particles came out this past Monday. Not everyone, but a lot of people requested the tutorial for that Dancer turning into particles effect. Some folks want to see how to do it from footage, not a 3D model. So I'll probably be making that tutorial soon. Not this Monday, but probably the Monday after, possibly. I've got a lot of tutorials in my backlog that people have requested, and I can only make so many per week. What are you doing, Hosh? I see lava.
Oh, he did this with
I'm trying a little thing here. Let's see if I can turn the camera down.
CC ball action.
Was that from our CC ball action prep?
Yeah.
Yes.
How about Leonard Nimoy saying chill?
Sure.
That's perfect.
Oh, we can't hear it on the show, can we?
Let's
fix that.
Chill.
Then we have Adam Driver.
Chill.
What's not Adam Driver? Female Jedi consular.
Perfect. Wow, it has to process a lot for chill.
I know.
Or the one word.
I'll drop Leonard Nimoy in here. We'll see if we like it. Let's see.
Frigby wants us to start next season.
Right there.
Frigby Chillweather wants us to start next season with a cold open.
Damn it, Michael! I need a damn it Frigby one for next year.
Next season. We're back in September, folks.
Oh yeah,
we're back in September.
It'll be that same clip, but it'll be damn it, and then Leonard Nimoy going Frigby.
Here we go. Let's see. Oh, you have to render audio. What? You have to re-render because of audio? Okay, hang on.
Depends on what sort of stuff you've got going on in the scene. Because After Effects, like if you have wiggle, for example, anytime you add a layer, unless you've seeded random for your
I'm sure
wiggle.
It's got something using that.
Yeah, and all of you have 4 weeks. Create something entirely with CC ball action and
tag Red
CC
Giant
ball
into it.
action.
And hashtag VFX and Chill so we can see it.
We get an alert. Our alarms in our houses go off whenever anyone uses hashtag VFX and Chill.
it's a very loud one and very upsetting,
And
especially
not chill
for
at
pets.
all.
But
All right, let's see how this feels.
there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do about it.
Chill.
That's our opener from now on.
Let me
Or our
just
closer. But
set
it's
this
perfect.
render to. Okay.
Frankly, I should point out, we already have a Chill studio opener. It's the Paramount parody we've done.
Oh,
That we
100%
used on
we
the
do.
studios.
The opening of the Mission Impossible movie.
Oh yeah,
Quite a few.
I was proud of that one.
Those-
That was a really good one.
Save folders, folder saved. Let's rename this to Chill. Where is it?
This is exciting.
Is it? I mean, it is.
Seth, are you working on any projects that you have people doing work for you on these days?
Yes, I do. Everybody go check out the website for Odd Studios, OD. I don't remember their actual URL, but they're Odd spelled OD. I never heard of this VFX house before, and I'm working with them on Sketch, and they're doing some really killer work, and I just wanted to hype them up a little bit on the show, and I'll do a little more on some other episodes once I'm able to start showing off some of the work they're doing. But they're very cool. Definitely check them out. Hashi. Oh, there you go. Odd Studios. They have they're doing some really killer work for me on Sketch. That God, I can't wait to show you all. It's really cool.
Gosh.
But anyway, none of this is from Sketch. Unfortunately, it should be.
Oh, there's the Chill Studios lady right there.
Chill.
Ugh.
Let me real quick just make sure.
Oh, this is cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's Ms. Marvel.
Let me make sure I've got everything. And anything else we want to say before we go?
Just that we have loved the audience participation this season, especially. It makes the shows so much more exciting and dynamic. So, yeah, always feel free to drop by, lend your voice and imaginations to the show because, it pushes us a little bit, and that's really great.
It does, for sure. Well, guys.
If you want, you can we'll probably release this video separately too, our little highlight reel from the year. But this version that's about to play has whatever episode these features came from, in case you want to revisit our exciting catalog of things. And in the meantime, you can always watch exciting live tutorials on Red Giant and Max on Training Team channels, even in the next couple of weeks.
One last thing before we go to that video. Most people complain about the logo at the top of the screen. No one did this week. That's really exciting. Guess you like it when it's on fire. But I just had to. I worked really hard on this. I prepared. I'm sorry. Every week we try to surprise you all with really fun, logo, dance, party things. So real quick, I just want to show you the one I made for this week. You ready? It's probably going to blow over. It's going to blow you away. It's like the greatest one I've made.
It's incredible.
So far.
Spent most of the week on it, really.
All right, here we go. Oh God. What happened?